Yeah.
Let's roll it. We're going to roll with it.
We're rolling with it.
Shout out to Clayton. First full day in Alabama. He
Shout
can't
out.
have his phone, so we can't talk to him. But
He'll listen to this in 3 weeks if he's a true fan.
no.
Emotional damage.
Since we're cutting this out.
Nope, we're not cutting it out.
Okay.
Yes, we are.
Why? What were you
going
gonna say?
Because I don't.
I don't. I mean, we're kind of.
You guys are playing well.
We're playing well.
They are.
We lost 3 straight to the Brewers because. Wait, sorry. We've lost 4 straight right now. Because we lost the final game in Chicago.
Yeah.
And came and Milwaukee. No, we did. Well, we won the series 2-1.
Oh, I thought you swept.
Yeah, we lost the last. We were tied 2-2, and that's why.
No.
His name's like Herget.
Yeah.
Kevin
Herget.
Yeah, Kevin Herget blew the game in the 8th. He allowed like 5 runs.
Yeah,
and it was
that's
2-7.
right.
And I'm like, all right, game's over. I'm going to shower and go to bed.
They did sweep Chicago. They beat Boston 2-1.
Boston. Yeah, because Chicago was the first one in like, what did I say, 30 years, half a century?
Yeah.
Like 50 years.
And
then the one with the Red Sox was the first time we won a series against the Red Sox in like a decade.
One
like
more.
2013.
Yeah.
Top prospect Andrew Abbott on the
I do.
tonight.
I did see that. Our top prospect pitcher.
Just keep Ellie De La Cruz down for 5 more days.
Yep.
That's all I have.
Dude,
by the time
I'm going to
this
see
episode comes
Votto.
Is he gonna play?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's playing right
he's
now. He's down right now. That's why you said.
Hey, you better keep your fingers crossed that it's not his like one off day of the series.
Bangs.
That'll be fine if it is. I'm just gonna watch him take 2 walks. That's what he did last
He's
night.
playing in Ohio though. I bet he plays.
Yeah.
He might. I don't know. He took 2 days off in Toledo.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I'm down for that.
Yeah.
Because maybe I'll take the Thursday game off because that series starts Thursday and then they play Friday.
I'm just making
Maybe.
I don't know.
Who knows?
Happy that it'll be
Starts
pretty cool.
Tuesday. They play 6-game series.
Brady sent me the link. He sent me the link. Well, I just heard them talking about the first game Thursday in Columbus or whatever. I heard it on the radio or something like that. Or maybe even during the broadcast. But, yeah, Brady sent me the link to watch it, and he goes, and the title was like, watch Joey Votto and De La Cruz and more now. And I was like, wow, it's crazy to watch 3 of our 4 potential starting infielders. You had CES at third, De La Cruz, Christian Encarnacion Strand.
Okay.
He's
who
is he from?
Minnesota.
Minnesota. We got him from Minnesota because when we traded, Winker.
It was either Gray or Malley.
I think it was for Gray.
Sunny, yeah.
It was for Sonny Gray because but he's pretty good. He's pretty stout. I'm guessing he'd be our first baseman in the future if Votto retires after this year.
You think so?
I guess because he can play third and first, or even Steer's going to go to first, and then we'll just put him at third.
I thought
We'll
you
just
guys would
rotate
have Steer.
Steer would go to first. He would stay there. It's where he's been playing.
Yeah.
Probably just DH him for a while if Votto's back, or probably just DH Votto, whichever one.
Is Spears a catcher too?
No.
No.
Steer can play.
Over the infield.
Yeah, he can play anywhere in the infield.
Because I knew you had your catcher playing first for a little bit.
Yeah, Matt Maley.
Yeah.
Or one of our 3 catchers
Yeah.
we have on the roster. It's wild. But yeah, I'm guessing one of those catchers will be sitting down once De La Cruz, and I don't even know if we'd even call up CES this year
Probably not.
because we just don't have the space, and it'd just be a cluster.
Well,
There's just so many.
We'll find out August 2nd.
Yeah, we'll find out then on the deadline. I wouldn't surprise me if we just like got rid of like Kevin Newman maybe. Got rid of Kevin Newman. He's been doing really well, but wouldn't surprise me if we got rid of him. If we moved on from like I don't know, even Henry Ramos was DHing last night.
Well, you wouldn't get much
for
for
Louisville
Henry
Bats.
Ramos.
Yeah, Ramos.
I
don't know. There's a lot of stuff that people could be sent down, make our bench way better.
It's gonna really depend on where you guys are at, like the last 2 weeks of July.
Yeah.
Because
either we're gonna still be mid enough to where there were like 6 games back of first place in the Central, and we're gonna kind of try our best. Or if we're just completely falling apart, then we might just play our youth and just full send it from there.
And it's really gonna depend because if McLean and De La Cruz both look really good at that point.
Yeah.
And some of the shortstops you got for Castillo last year look pretty good.
Yeah.
You could probably fetch a pretty good haul for India.
Yeah. I really don't want to see India go. A lot of people are calling for him to go, but I wouldn't.
I'll
I
take
wouldn't
Well,
want to see
it's-
him go.
Jonathan India. Now they're not playing the same. India's definitely playing much better, but
Yeah.
India is at the same spot as Ahmed Rosario, middle infielder who can move around a little bit, who has a bunch of young talent, young top prospect talent coming behind him. The difference is, India's good.
Yeah.
Ahmed's been mid.
Yeah, he's been hitting really well, and he's our leader in stolen bases.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't know. It would be a cluster because then you've got Senzel who plays third, and then all the outfield, and then even if you call up CES and De La Cruz, which I mean they both play third, and De La Cruz plays third, short, or second.
Yeah.
He'll
Play
play.
any of those three.
He'll play shortstop in the big leagues, though.
Well,
You
obviously.
would think.
That's where his
Yeah.
primary position is. So he'd probably just stick there for the most part. But then you'd probably just have CES on third or first, even though you got Steer who could play first through third in the infield. And then you'd have Matt McClain who can play second, short, or even third, I believe, or even some in the outfield, which is interesting. I mean, Jose Barrera was just going to get lost in the mix at this point, even though he was like one of our top prospects like 2-3 years ago. He's been pushed back to center field, and then Matt McClain played center one game, which was wild. And then Jose Barrera just didn't play, which
Tom
is
Evans playing center field.
yeah.
For us.
And then who has it been? We're missing not TJ Friedel. We have another.
Fraley hurt?
Jake Fraley's not hurt. It's TJ Friedel and gosh, I cannot think of the guy's name. But I think it might be Friedel, who's been like kind of on IL for on and off for a little bit for like 10 days here and there, or just hasn't been playing, or because he's been a little injured or something. I can't remember if it's him or if it's. Oh my God, it's gonna bother me. I have his card.
We have all the best cards. You completed the collection.
Mm-hmm. We do. Well, at least the season 2 one.
What
But
you can find on your phone.
I probably could find it. I just cannot, for
Go
the
for
life
it.
of me, think of the other person.
The Reds are just going to be
It's
one of
TJ.
those teams, though, that it's just going to depend on where they are come mid-July.
Yeah.
Because
Because
they-
be manipulating service time and whatnot, keeping people down.
Yep.
No,
Yes.
not at this point. No, because the only
Stuart
real
Fairchild.
service time manipulation is if you call somebody up through after the first 3 weeks of the season. And even then, if you finish top 2 rookie of the year, now you get a full year, because as long as you're down in the minors for like 2 full weeks, you can't get a full year service time.
And we called up another center fielder in TJ Hopkins the other day, so.
He was at like 350 in AAA.
Yeah. Oh, and the other guy I was thinking of was Stuart Fairchild, but he's the one who's been playing. TJ Friedel is the one who has been hurt.
Okay.
But yes. And then you also have Noelvi Marte, who's shortstop, who's
Yeah.
been playing really well. I'm like, all right, we're going to run out of room here.
Didn't
Mark-
he have a crazy card last year on this show?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he was Seattle's number 1 prospect.
It's
And then they got
crazy.
another shortstop who was their 3rd prospect. That was
Yeah.
part of the
And
Castillo
now,
Hall. That's
now
what I was talking about
all
earlier.
of our prospects are hitting like 260 plus in AAA ball, and they're like kind of ready to come up to the big leagues. And we're all like, so we now have like 5 potential shortstops and 3 first basemen,
Well,
and
Cardinals are in the same boat.
Yeah.
Brady was saying we started 7 infielders last game.
8.
Because-
Kind of the DH.
Okay,
if you count the
doesn't
DH,
count.
whatever. We're talking.
I did.
infield.
I more counted just because it was 3 first basemen.
yeah,
Because Juan Yepes was in right, natural third baseman.
Mhm.
Tom Yedden was in center, natural second baseman. Jordan Walker was in left, natural third baseman. Nolan Arenado was at third, natural third baseman.
Yeah.
Paul DeYoung at short.
Mhm.
Nolan Gorman at second,
yeah.
also a natural third baseman, and Paul Goldschmidt,
Oh, then Brendan
Dude.
Donovan came off the bench to play right field. Natural second base.
natural second baseman. And then Lucan Baker got his call up, and he played DH, and he's a natural first baseman.
First baseman. Yeah.
Spencer Sears,
Goldschmidt,
25.
Yepes, and Baker are the first
I
baseman.
didn't know he was a rookie.
Yepes started at third, though.
When did he do that?
long time ago. I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I was talking to my pops about it. He said the same thing.
Wow.
I was like, no, he wasn't an infielder, was he? He goes, yeah, he played third base for a while.
So
Did you say? I only remember him being like first and corner outfield
He
down in
looks like
Triple
a
A.
first baseman. So.
And then freaking Andrew Kisner, baby.
Mom,
I was sitting here. I was sitting in my room working and watching the game, and I look over. I go, "Is that Andrew Kisner?" Next pitch. I was like,
my dad and I were watching the game.
"Poor noodle."
And then he makes contact, and I go, "Ooh!" And Dad goes, "You gotta be freaking kidding me!" Of all people, because Contreras can't hit right now.
Yeah.
no,
He had a stretch of 1 for 28.
that's okay.
Bring
That's like
up
Tyler
Bo.
Don't worry, I'm
Stevenson,
aware.
who was like 1 for
Bring up
18,
Bo.
and we're DHing him. I'm like, I mean, bro, just play him at freaking, just play him at catcher, and
Yeah,
DH
where-
the other
where
catcher who
Bo
kind of hits.
Bring up Bo.
Too. Bo Naylor has 11 home runs in Triple A, and he's still just chilling.
So,
Yeah, we're having catcher problems too. We just released our top catching prospect.
what?
What?
So,
He wasn't your top catching
Or he
prospect.
was our second catching prospect. Yes, he was.
He was 30 years old, a career minor leaguer. It was not good. I promise.
Herrera?
Ivan Herrera is your prospect. Trace Barrera is a 30-year-old journeyman who played for the Nationals.
That sounds legit, because I did see
Reds are gonna win tonight, just to get Andrew Abbott more, just get him the same win-loss ratio to Hunter Green.
Yeah.
My man still doesn't have a win.
Really?
Wait,
Ha, joke's
yeah, I
on
think
you,
he
it's
has
only
one
28.
now.
He's one.
He's been
Wait,
around
no, he
forever.
doesn't. Because the game he pitched against the Red Sox was the third game, and we were up 2-0, and we ended up losing that
Oh
game.
yeah.
You got excited. I was like, oh,
I feel bad for Hunter Green.
Mackenzie has a win now, I
Yeah, he
believe.
did. He threw 10 Ks through 5.
Probably.
I did hear that on the radio this morning at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Six is back, pumping. He did not get a win, Isaac. He didn't pitch long enough.
Nope. Nope. Well, you guys
He
didn't
pitched
give him
5
any
innings,
runs.
but we didn't score till the
Yeah, I was gonna
sixth,
say you
so-
guys,
Yeah,
you
that's
guys didn't
fine.
give him any insurance.
Yeah.
He just, it was scoreless when he left.
Yeah, you guys just were trash, and you were like, you know what? We're not gonna give him a double on the first day, but
So,
Well, we did have to face 2 of the best pitchers in the American League this year, so there's that.
what'd you do?
nothing's happening.
Which is really funny because we crapped on Sonny Gray.
Yeah. Somehow.
Saturday night. Oh yeah.
Somehow.
Then Joe Ryan, the Cleveland Slayer himself, I swear. And they were talking about this on the broadcast too. Joe Ryan always pitches whenever the Twins and Guardians play. You could play a 1-game makeup series, Joe Ryan would pitch. Almost without failure. It's ridiculous. But he's nasty. You were with me when Nelson Cruz got traded to Tampa Bay. That was who they got back. Tampa Bay let go a Cy Young caliber pitcher. Which is very
Yeah, but
unheard of.
Tampa Bay will always find something new, so it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah.
True.
But it's always like Tampa Bay's never the one to like give away the pitching talent and like actually have it work out. And it just happens to be the best of most of them. Other than maybe McClanahan.
So,
Wild.
we were watching that Pirates game, Pirates-Cardinals game,
Yeah.
and Miles Michaelis got rocked by the Pirates.
Yes.
He gave up like 10 hits, but only gave up 3 runs?
Yeah.
2 or 3 runs? Which sounds like it's not a horrible day. And almost every hit he gave up, like 7 out of 10 he gave up, were 95 plus miles an hour.
Oh yeah, I saw the graphic.
And the deepest one was only like mid left or right center or something like that. Like none of them were deep shots.
Austin had just hit a ground rule double that bounced off the warning track at 105 miles an hour.
Who cares?
That's it.
Okay.
It was gross.
One hit actually had any distance there. Are you happy now?
That was more directed to him, but he got salted.
Bro, where's our...
Thank you, Matt.
Why's he gotta correct everything I say?
There we go.
Because he has to be perfect when it comes
No
to
one
baseball.
loves
If it
you.
makes you feel any better, I didn't hear it. Or your
You shut
statement.
up. You stole my parking
Because I
spot.
was
Nah, I'm sorry.
He doesn't live here. Sir, he literally
Yeah.
pays rent.
I pay rent.
God,
I
we're
know you
still
pay rent.
DHing Stevenson and Maley's catching.
Stevenson must have leg problems right now.
Get better.
So, Fraley's in right, McLean at short, Indy at second, Steer at first, Senzel in center, Stevenson DHing, Kevin Newman third. See, right now, I think Kevin Newman would just drop to the bench if we just called up either Ellie or even CES at this point.
Oh no, we're gonna get rocked by Martin Perez tonight.
Ooh.
And then Will Benson in left, who's been really good actually since he's been called up. Appreciate it.
Contreras is catching.
Every left-handed hitting outfielder we give to the Reds is always good.
Don't
Shin-Soo
worry,
Choo,
guys.
Will
We have an
Benson,
outfielder in the
Tyler
lineup
Naquin.
tonight.
Oh my God! Who?
Nootbaar's hurt.
Oh.
O'Neill's hurt, right?
Yep.
You want us to loan you Barrero for
I
center
can't remember if
field?
Carlson was hurt or in the minors.
Brady, you hear me?
His ankle. No, that was O'Neal. His ankle.
I offered Matt Jose Barrero for this game. They can play him in center. It's not even terrible because he's kind of playing all right.
Oh no, Carlson his ankle. O'Neal's is back. Nootbaar's back.
You can
Tyler O'Neill would be the one to hurt his back.
you can have Jose. He's just on the bench.
That man's entire being is jacked, and he would have the back injury.
Bro, I think Zion was
There's
hitting
two of them
nukes.
with back injuries, Brady.
I know, but
He'd
I'm
have
talking about
zero
Tyler O'Neill.
speed. He'd have zero speed though.
Yeah, but he would also he'd be that guy who will mash every single fastball he sees, and then a curveball would come and he'd swing before it even gets like out of the
So
who is
Who are we
Michael
talking
Jordan.
about?
Zion.
So Michael Jordan when he was in minors for the year he played.
Sure. I haven't looked into Michael Jordan's baseball career.
Oh, I just watched The Last Dance when the whole episode it was just covered that
Double
about
A.
his baseball.
Double A Birmingham Barons.
Yep.
The White Sox actually
Dude, we need an MJ card.
didn't leave Chicago.
True. MJ.
We need an MJ, a Bo Jackson card, and I need my Spencer Steer card at first base, so I don't want him to play freaking that. Actually, no, I'm good because I got CS at first base. I will just not DH Joey Votto, and I would just put Spencer Steer DH. He who bangs. I just cannot hit with you, he who bangs.
They can't see that.
There's something about it.
They actually have no clue. There's
Number
something.
is set. That's
Yeah.
we know.
Yeah, he's there.
Joey Votto's in there.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
When we point up,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Either,
yeah.
Or that.
Well, if they saw that, we'd get
other guy
canceled.
has Tom Brady back there.
Facts. We need to switch the clock and Tom Brady.
No, I don't want that in the middle of our living room.
Oh. oh.
I don't have to look at that
Understandable.
every time I want.
It's like you got a shrine of Tom Brady over there.
Yeah.
That's what it would look like. It's all right. You could just tape over "He Who Bangs" over his face, and then you just have a shrine of "He Who Bangs."
Well, we need
Joey
to get
Votto.
the Indians team hung up somewhere.
Yeah, I need to,
True.
need to find.
Put that. You could put that right there, right? Like where the other part of the backboard should be.
Or get rid of Tom Brady.
Just kind of. You get some.
No, because you can't actually see that.
You need to get somebody else in here someone artistic to
I mean, if you want to
paint that broken part of the backboard.
Yeah, it's true.
Like paint that on the
Sand
wall.
it.
But you're renting. You don't own the
Both
place, so
places.
don't do that.
Yeah, probably not a good idea. We could like painters tape it.
Yeah. You could do like those.
Well, my dad could come
those-
put a nail in like he has.
those
for my,
On
Crayola.
the other side of the backboard.
Yeah,
You
like
know,
I told
yeah.
like the cracked part, and just have someone paint the other side of the backboard. But it is rented. You're renting. So or you could just do the Crayola washable markers. You soap and hot water.
Honestly, what
Or we
you
just
could.
take out the rest of the backboard and tape it up there.
Thanks, Brady, for talking over me.
Oh my god.
Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. You.
That's my bad.
You just do it silently.
That's my bad. That's why I turned my mic off to that.
So, you could take the backboard off.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Moving on. All right.
Anyway, okay.
You should have just let me talk over you.
For that reason, I'm out.
Okay. Next time you take this off.
Oh shoot, man, we haven't even gotten to NBA yet.
Well, it's not
Dude,
gonna
I have
happen.
something other
Yeah,
than the
we'll
finals.
get that. Then you could reverse a photo, whatever you want on it, and paint over it.
Reverse a photo.
Yeah, so it's the right way on here.
Did you miss the part where we're not painting it?
What are you talking about?
Painting it once you take it down eventually.
Oh, you mean paint the backboard?
Yeah,
Not the wall.
Instead of the wall.
Well, the day it comes down is the day we're moving out, so there's no reason for it to go back up.
How's it up there, by the way? Is it the sticky strips?
Yeah, it's just
That's wild.
It's Velcro.
Velcro.
That's impressive that it's staying.
Man strips.
Yeah.
We were impressed too.
Shout out to He Who Bangs, by the way. I barely wedged him in there, and he stayed. Like, I think he's just resting on one of the Velcro strips there.
Captain.
Appreciate it.
So NBA Finals.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, we can go to that.
I mean, we kind of covered
Did we?
baseball some.
we haven't. Both games happened between recording, right?
Yes, because
Yes.
the first game was
First game was
Thursday.
Denver.
Thursday, and then Saturday.
No.
Oh.
Thursday, Sunday.
Oh, shoot, yeah, because they had the 2 games instead.
Yeah, the stupid way they set that up.
That was dumb. But it worked in the Heat's favor. Smile.
Yeah.
I went to bed. I'm like, man, they're probably going to blow that lead again. Because the last time I knew it was like 21-11, the Heat, in the first quarter. And then I looked again before going to bed, and it was like 47-50 something at halftime. The Nuggets were
I was
winning.
gonna say, well, they did blow that lead. They just got another one.
Yeah, and then the Nuggets blew the 8-point lead that they had going into the fourth. I did hear that.
Games backwards. We're gonna go game 2 first.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm only excited about the Heat winning the game, too.
Yeah.
I mean, we all know what happened in
Hey,
game
man.
1. The Nuggets just
They
dominated.
dominated.
Hey,
The score was closer.
I said Nuggets in 5.
Should I put my predictions out there since I
Yeah,
wasn't
go
here?
for it. Now that you have 2-game head start, what you got?
Well, Brady
If
knows
you get it
this.
wrong, you look dumb. Just saying.
I don't know this. I have no clue.
Okay.
Well, Proof's got 2
Heat
games.
in 7.
God, I don't think they could do
Well,
that.
right now that
There's no shot. There's no shot that they could go back to Denver for Game 7. I don't think they could.
think so?
I don't think so. They already got one. They already got the hard part done in Denver. I think they're just going to hope that they win Game 3, and then you got to win that Game 4 to go 3-1. But I don't see either team going up 3-1. I think they come out with Miami tied, and then you go back to Denver, and I think whoever wins that game might be the winner. Because if Denver comes out in Denver in Game 5 and wins and shows out on their court and then goes back to Miami, I think they lose and it goes to 7, like Isaac said. But it could go vice versa, and somehow, some way, the Heat could go up 3-1, come back. Not even that. Just go 2-2, but they'd have to come back to Denver and win again, and then they'd have to go back to Miami for Game 6 and win that, which would then be the game in 6. But for Miami's best bet, I think they got to sweep at home. I think they got to go up 3-1, just like they did last series, and I think they got to have the potentially 3-1.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, go at least win 3 games straight.
So as you know, we are Hot Take Sports. So we enjoy sports in general. Brady, what was your favorite sporting event you've ever been to?
I would have to say probably the playoff game between the Guardians and the Yankees at the end of last season and the playoffs.
Oh, good one. Isaac?
Browns Bills.
Bills. Leo?
God, my favorite one was this Crew home opener this year, being front row, witnessing the magic of Lucas Zelleron.
Great time with the boys. Clayton?
One of my personal favorites from the last year was my dad and I went to Milwaukee to watch the Dodgers play the Brewers. Got a new stadium off the list. Sat first row right field. Sweet.
Nice. Home run ball?
Over me. I watched Freddie Freeman hit one directly over my head.
So
And
close.
Mookie Betts played catch right next to me, so that was kind of cool.
That's sweet.
Got on
That's
ESPN.
Right, you're on ESPN.
That is true.
We, as a group, went to a Timberwolves-Cavaliers game in Cleveland earlier this year, so that was super fun. And you know what every single one of those events has in common?
What would that be, Matt?
We used code HTS at SeatGeek to get $20 off our purchase.
Exactly. There's nothing better than saving money and supporting your favorite content creators, being Hot Take Sports. Make sure to use code HTS next time you check out at SeatGeek. Tickets not only for sporting events, but concerts, comedy shows, really anything that requires tickets. Summer is coming. All of your favorite events are coming up this summer, so make sure to use code HTS at SeatGeek for $20 off of your first purchase.
Because just like they did then, they won the 3 straight and then gave up the 3 in a row. But
No,
they give
the hard part. They won the 2 road
yeah,
games first.
yeah. But that was Jimmy though. Now Jimmy just wants the ring.
You can tell
And
Jimmy's hurt.
and Gabe Vincent, yeah, and Gabe Vincent balled out. Had 23,
23 in game 2.
23. Their leading scorer, I believe.
19 in game 1.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then non-existent, my man Max Struess and Duncan Robinson kind of fell off the face of the earth.
They both went crazy in game 2. Well,
No.
Duncan went crazy in the fourth quarter of game 2. That was
Bro, did you see him?
Did mean mug?
Yeah, I'm like,
Hey.
you had a tough reverse leg.
No, bro.
For that.
He scored like 10 of their 12 points.
All he showed was the
He
layup,
was-
and he almost blew the layup. So and then he mean
he
mugged,
had
and I'm just
hung
like,
on the rim and
I know he
yeah.
threw it really hard off the
Yeah.
backboard, and it just stopped on the rim and went in. I'm like,
He scored.
you mean mugged that?
He scored 8 straight in the game. He went on a personal 8-0 run,
Mm.
and then the Nuggets scored once. Somebody else scored for the Heat. The Nuggets missed, and he got that one.
Oh,
it
and then they
cost
probably,
a timeout.
and then they probably called.
So, yeah.
Dude, I thought he was gonna
Yeah.
yam on him when I saw him driving to the hoop. I'm like, oh my god, is he gonna dunk?
Yeah, if somebody
And
had
then he
some
just,
love.
and then he just, and then he just blows
It's
it
Duncan
with 2
Robinson.
hands, and then
White men
mean
can't
mugged.
jump.
I'm like, Like, what in the world?
Great movie, by the way.
Is it?
I haven't seen the original version, but the new version was funny.
What is the new version on?
Who?
Oh, I don't have it.
The only white man I've ever seen. The only white man I've ever seen that can jump was Mac McClellan. So.
I blew Will and Preston's mind when I was able to grab the rim at Open Gym the other day.
You grabbed rim?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Nice.
They were like, because they were both trying to dunk, and I'm like, I can get a tennis ball back in my day. That's about it.
No, you can.
You old now?
Bet.
Hey, you probably could still get a tennis ball.
Yeah, if I worked out.
No, they were probably like, no, you can't.
Those days are behind me. Anyways.
Yeah, you're a coach now. You're old.
That was yeah, facts. Dude, so, no, I'm talking about for both of us. The facts, it's old. Dude, so, like, we were sitting down there Saturday doing individual drills. Bodnark looks at me and goes, hey, I'm taking Preston. You just come up with a 2-man shooting thing. I'm like, all right. Standing there, I'm like, oh, God, all right. Sitting there, I'm like, all right. And then the first time, that's when Al said switch, and I got the post. I'm like, yes, pick and rolls. I know what to do for them. Then they came back down with the guards, and Preston went back over there with him. And it was Blake and Will, and they were just chucking up shots. Like, yeah. I'm like, hey, you guys know we're going to actually do something right. They were like, okay. I said, all right, so one of you is going to dribble drive, get into the lane, jump stop, and pass it out to the corner for a 3. They're like, okay. And they're just doing stupid crap, driving through the lane, like between the leg spin move, and then Wilson was like looking at me, throwing the ball well off, and Blake was making more threes than Will. It was great. It was great. I looked at Will after Blake made it like 2 shots in a row. I looked at him. I said, hey, I hope you know in this group you're the second best shooter right now. He goes, oh, yeah? And came down and made 3 in a row. I said, is that all it took? Is that all it took, you ding-a-ling? and
practice shooter.
And switch sides.
Right.
Yeah, switch sides. Well, we did kind of tell him to put arc on it, and then it looked really good. That was the 2 straight he made. Was the ones that we kept telling him to put some arc on. Yeah. If he just flicks up instead of
become a line drive shooter.
He's perfectly fine. But yeah, we switched sides. Blake's doing fancy drill moves, throws it in the corner. Wilson's missing shots. Al walks to the half court, watches one possession. It was the most fundamental possession and activity that we did. They did it. I looked over. I said, "You guys are jackasses." I'm like, first of all, you know I report back to him, right? They're like, "Yeah." I said, "You know I'm not going to be nice, right?" He goes, "What do you mean?" I said, "If you guys are doing this, I'm going to let them know." He goes, "Oh." I'm like, you guys sucks right now, dude. They're like, well, it's Saturday. I said, exactly, it's Saturday. You're supposed to be getting good, not screwing around like it's a Sunday, having a great old time. You guys just won state. Like, that. This is their activity. That's the attitude that they had. Like, they were just vibing. Yeah, they were vibing like it was a Lima Perry practice, and we're going to state, and no look passes. I'm like, all right.
Well, I didn't realize that Hubert Heisman had an 18 in game 1.
What?
He was dogging.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Someone had to step up. Because the other two didn't. Because my man Struce and Vincent disappeared.
Oh, yeah. So, both of the first games have their tells very obvious.
Yeah.
Struce goes 0 for 10 from the field, 0 for 9 from 3. They lose game 1. That makes sense.
Yep.
Nuggets lose game 2 because they are now 0 and 4. Somebody fact check me on that.
On what?
One of you. Somebody over there. They are 0 and 4 when Jokic drops 40 plus in the playoffs this year.
I think that's false because he dropped 40 against the Lakers, and the Lakers got swept. I believe at least in one of those 4 games he dropped 40. I believe.
Well, let me tell you.
He was pretty close on a few of them, I can tell you that. First game might be your best bet because he went absolutely bonkers.
You went bonkers first game.
34.
34?
34, 21, and 14.
Well, you're just going to have to check them all because he
Game
went
2, he had 23.
23.
Game 3, Jamal Murray was the top performer, 37. So
He's only had 40 points twice in the playoffs.
And then he had 30 against
Right.
Game 4.
Fair enough. I think.
You sure it's only twice?
Once against
He did
Minnesota,
he did against Minnesota for sure.
and then game 2. So you're looking at his game log.
Anywho.
Murray, but yeah, anyways, point stands. They have not won a game when he drops 40.
Yeah, because no one else helps at that point.
Yeah.
Is that just in the playoffs or period?
What did Jamal do in game 2? I didn't see what he did.
Because he had a 40 piece against the Clippers and they won an OT.
Just in the playoffs.
Okay. Yeah.
Last night, Murray had 18.
Okay.
And he didn't score most of them until the fourth quarter, I think.
So
Who's guarding him? I don't know if.
Changes all the time.
Oh, did it? Okay.
Well, they were in their zone for the most part. And he just good.
Oh, were they in his zone?
The Heat were, yeah.
Yeah, the Heat like their zones.
Figured as much.
But he took a step back over Jimmy Butler to end the game, and
Missed?
yeah.
Oh,
hit the
to
front
tie?
rim. Yeah. So.
That's wild. They're 0-2 in the playoffs when Jokic scores 40. Because they were 4-1 in the regular season when he scored 40.
Mm-hmm.
I swear it's more than that. I'm just trying to find the post. I won't be able to find the post.
I don't know. I've gone to his game log on the score.
Yeah.
Went off that.
Yeah.
That's a really. It's kind of weird though.
This series is gonna be good though.
I hope so, man.
Well, yeah, it's the end of them, so hopefully it is good.
I
Is it
think
weird to look at your liked posts on Instagram?
What's the dog doing? Maybe. If you go to your profile.
yeah.
Do they have like liked or something? No, that's tagged, I think. I don't know.
I think either way,
I know
the
there's
series
something on
goes 7.
TikTok to do that. Oh, did you find it? Nice.
I'm sticking with it. Nuggets in 5. Baby.
Sticking with my Heat in 6.
I think it'll be more than 5 now that they've stolen the game.
Yeah.
But I'm happy either way. The
First-
longer the series goes, the better.
Andrew Abbott for his first major strikeout. He struck out Yelich. Love that. Retweet.
I was like Peyton Battenfield's first major league strikeout was Aaron Judge.
I vote Ramirez for Player of the Week. I don't know why, but Matt did, so I'm gonna do it.
Who we voting for player of the week?
Christian
Christian Ramirez.
Ramirez.
Because he dogged. I still don't know if I like him. He's been playing so well, and I'm still like...
I know.
I saw him
on
dog.
the
I
fence.
saw
Wait,
that.
did he have 2 goals and assists? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
2 goals and an assist, yeah.
Did some box score so I couldn't watch.
If our defense just wasn't so freaking mid, it would be fine.
Ice lumps.
Yeah.
Go pay for a defender.
Well, the problem is we're not starting any actual defenders.
But sure.
All 3 of our center backs... Why did I
Finger stretches.
all 3 of our center backs are
Well,
outside
you did
backs.
say 3, and that's why I
Wing
think you
backs.
probably did that.
Yeah, our center backs
Talons.
are all wings.
Can you do that again, please?
Oh no.
All our center backs are wings.
One more time?
This way.
I didn't get that. One more time?
I'm gonna clip it.
Shut up.
TikTok.
Just make a clip and then just, I'm like a bird. I want to fly away.
Anyways,
When the Cardinals get swept by the Pirates, I'm like a bird. Sorry.
I want to.
Sorry.
No, I
Yeah, film this.
Oh, I have an idea. It was the last, like,
I
8 years. Appreciate you.
Are you still looking for that post?
Like my tweet.
Oh, hold up. I gotta put this on my notes for Meme Hall of Fame. It's back when Jamal Murray hit that wild step back and LeBron looks at him and goes, and Jamal goes,
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
That works.
Yeah.
"Put that on there." Do I have Meme Hall of Fame?
Speaking
Is,
of
is
LeBron.
Jamal not in there already?
Ooh, good point.
I don't think so. What would he be in there for?
That's why I think Jamal Murray should be in the Meme Hall of Fame.
We talk sports now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, LeBron James going to Dallas. That'd be wild, because then I'd be like, wow, I can go to Dallas now. Woo!
They're gonna trade what? Josh Green and Davis Bertans and they have any firsts left?
And Luka.
No.
Yeah.
Mark
the
Cuban
same-
would do it, too.
I know
My man's crazy.
I mean, I would if I could trade for LeBron. I would too.
I wouldn't. Especially for
Go to
Luka. Bro, sign and trade Kyrie. Kyrie, yeah, that's a great idea.
Is
Bye.
Is Luka on his max contract?
Yes.
Or is he still on his rookie deal?
He's on
He's
his
been in the
max.
league too long. He's like, this is like your 6th year in the league, I think.
It's
gotta
only
be.
22.
Is he only 22?
It's
Yeah.
the same draft as
Jason Tatum's only 22.
Oh my God, that's wild.
Not true. Anyways.
What? He got
Yeah,
drafted when
it
he
is.
was
It's the
18 or
meme.
19, right?
It's so true.
Because he came from Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Messi?
His draft
What is
was,
it?
that was 2018. So this
No, that would have been Ronaldo.
Wow, so it was
Yeah.
ballpark.
That was a great
I
sound.
did say 6. Crazy.
Sounds right.
That's crazy, gents.
So they would be starting their rookie extensions this year.
Okay. You'd have
Yeah.
to.
Who's all in that draft?
Zion, Ja, Tatum, Luka.
I don't think LeBron would do that. I don't think he'd
I
lose. I don't think he'd lose
he's
the
going to
group.
Dallas either.
I don't think he'd.
No, he's not going.
He won't go.
He's actually going to San Antonio because that's where Bronny's going to end up next year. So then LeBron,
No,
Bronny,
LeBron
and
straight
Wembanyama can team
up,
up.
straight up changed his
Carry
octave.
San Antonio to a ring.
Bro, he straight up changed his octave when Bronny got when he probably went to talk to Bronny. He said, "Bro, you ready to play with me?" He's like, "Man, I want to play with you." And he came out. He goes, "Well, I guess if Bronny doesn't want to play with me, then that's."
Hold up. I lied. This thing's stupid.
Oh.
That was the DeAndre Ayton draft.
Nice.
Dude, DeAndre Ayton looks old though. He does look a little.
It just looks bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty unfortunate. Is he a free agent or is he still on the team?
He signed his
he just got
rookie
signed.
extension last year.
So unfortunate for him.
They're trying to trade him with Paul.
Well-
Supposedly.
Yeah.
Do you see?
I was going to say, well, because the Pacers signed him and then the Suns matched.
Yeah.
He signed his offer sheet with the Pacers.
Which would have been crazy because then that was as they were getting rid of Sabonis. Or not bringing back Sabonis or traded Sabonis.
So they had just
That
traded
was
him.
the- yeah.
They also just extended Miles Turner.
Yeah.
So that would have been weird.
Yeah, they put Miles Turner at the 4.
Well, you should
One
play.
or two.
Reese, Buddy Hield, Turner, and Sabonis. And we're not Sabonis.
Ayton.
I knew who I
And then
meant.
you gotta choose between
Dang.
Benedict Mathurin.
Eggs, buddy.
Who else ended up on that team?
I was going to say, who is Reese the one on that team?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
He
what
averaged 10 assists a game. Yeah, he's the
I couldn't remember if he was one of the two.
Almost 10 assists.
Well, because he was the 2 in Sacramento because De'Aaron Fox, so I couldn't remember which one he was playing.
Shout out to Monty Williams, though. Got
Facts.
the biggest coaching contract in NBA history.
He did.
Got his bag.
After
Oh,
getting
yeah.
fired.
Actually keep him around.
Got a young core too.
They're
Okay.
going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, they'll be good.
Hopefully Cade's healthy next year.
Yeah.
Cade
Yes,
and
I
then Jay
agree.
Ivey for their.
Cade and Jaden Ivey. They've got Jalen Duran,
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Martin Bagley.
James
Wiseman.
They got rid of Sadiq Bey.
Yep.
Killian Hayes.
They have.
They do still have Killian Hayes.
Yeah. He'll be their backup guard off the
Lindy
bench.
Waters, actually.
At best.
Yeah.
I think Lindy Waters is one.
Isaiah Livers.
That's what I would think of. Yeah,
He might be. Oh,
Yeah, Jose
he's the guy
Alvarez
from
is
the
out
Jazz.
The guy from the
Oh,
Jazz.
Bojan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bogdanovich. Yeah, Bojan Bogdanovich is the only person on the Pistons making more money than Monty Williams. He would be, oh shoot, what did they say?
It's being like,
He'd be like top 200 paid player in the NBA or something like that. Something weird. Which doesn't sound that crazy.
that's still over half the NBA, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's like almost 15 mil a year.
Yeah, whatever. What did it end up being?
I think it was like 6 and 87 or something like that.
With the opportunity for it to be
$100 million.
How many teams is there in the NBA?
30.
30. And there's roughly
15-ish on a team.
15-ish on a team. So what is that like?
450.
He makes more money than technically 12 total NBA 12 NBA teams players do.
Probably.
If you just would span it over that.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah. That is nuts.
Hey, guy's back.
He did.
Yeah.
After getting fired.
I still don't think the Suns should have gotten rid of him.
No.
I think that was a bad move. For
I
them.
agree.
No, they just had a falling out.
The Suns
The
are going to go
team
hire
and-
Doc Rivers.
Oh yes, go hire the most prolific choke artist.
They got Frank
in
Vogel.
NBA
He's
history.
perfect for the Suns.
They got Frank Vogel.
Yes.
Yeah, they're
Yes, Frank.
Yeah. It's gonna be.
I looked
wild.
at Blake. I go, "Hey, let's decide Frank Vogel." He goes, "Why?" I was like,
He
Yeah.
was really good with the Lakers for a few years.
Yep. And then he didn't.
LeBron was really good with the Lakers.
That was bubble year when he won the ship.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Had the GM. Le GM, Le head coach.
dude. It's fake, dude. It's fake.
Bubbles as real as it gets, man.
Yep. Everyone's realizing that now slowly.
Did you guys see the Michael Porter Jr. quote on the bubble? He said, "Oh, who was the third one? It was him, Bol, and like Torrey Craig or something. Would just go sit by the pool and drink pina coladas all day until game time."
Drinking
Like,
pina colada.
Well, yeah, because all three of them didn't play, right?
Some guy, was MPJ hurt then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was hurt, and
Yeah.
Bobo was,
Surgery?
and Bobo was
didn't
one
play,
playing,
Torrey
and
Craig was like the 11th man.
yeah, who like got in if someone fouled out.
If they needed an energy.
Bro,
drink,
could you imagine going to practice and you're like, all right, we're gonna be at the pool.
Like, some guys were like, the bubble was the hardest time of my life on my mental health. It was such a struggle, and it's like you're at basketball camp all over again. And these guys were like, if you like peanut
Facts. Getting caught in the rain.
yeah, the random rainstorms of Miami, or not Miami.
Of Florida.
Orlando,
Yeah.
Florida.
You know that's part of the song.
That's where the magic happens.
You know that's part of the song, right?
I know. I'm just saying.
I was
Like,
just making sure. I didn't know if you. I didn't know if you knew or not.
Orlando has like
Yeah.
rainstorm for 15 minutes.
Well, yeah.
and so
It's
all of a
Orlando.
sudden again, you're like,
Humid.
It's up.
This is like all Disney magic,
But it's
actually.
not three-sided because it's not. It's rounded.
this
But it's rounded at the top. So there's technically water on two sides.
True. Don't act like he's right.
I know. It's
still a
it's still a peninsula. It's a peninsula. Does that mean Texas is a peninsula?
Texas has a peninsula,
Yes.
but Texas itself is
So
not
therefore,
really a peninsula.
Yeah. Texas has a peninsula. And
There
Mexico
you go.
is a peninsula.
Yes.
Wouldn't it be?
Yeah.
I believe so.
No, because
No.
next to South America.
Oh shoot!
Ooh.
Wait, what about the little canal that's between there though? It's not fully connected.
But it is.
Panama Canal?
Let's get out.
No.
Where-
Alaska is a peninsula.
Where's the Suez Canal?
In Suez.
I'm pretty sure that's the one. I'm pretty sure that's.
No, because that's a Panama
No, that
Canal,
is a
right?
Panama.
Panama.
Yeah.
The Suez Canal is over in.
Welcome to Hot Take Sports. This episode we talk about canals.
Hey, we are a geography podcast.
The Suez Canal
Hello.
Cover
title.
the globe and
Peace.
Yes, I was right. It's in the Middle East. It's in Egypt.
Is it? Well, that's what I said. The Suez Canal. I go, no,
shoot, you're right.
wrong.
Next to
That's the
Mediterranean
Panama
Sea
Canal.
and the Red Sea. Through the Isthmus of Suez.
Ooh.
Moses part of the Red Sea.
that
Now it's the
English?
Suez Canal
Was that English?
title.
It's an isthmus.
Christmas? Sound like Mike Tyson say Christmas.
The great still Isthmus.
Oh, this is
This
Christmas.
episode's just gonna be titled "We're Singing Live." That's it.
The HTS Musical.
We covered the 80s, 90s, and now, and the holidays. On what we need a chant. We need a radio station that's not a station. 100.1.
69.6.
Jesus,
Out.
appreciate it.
The door's already open for you. Don't let it hit you.
Don't. See ya. All right, and this pertains and concludes episode 92 of the Hot Take Sports podcast. Follow us on all of our socials at Hot Take Sports 16 on our Twitter, Instagram,
Do we really have nothing else to talk about?
Facebook. I believe so. I mean, I feel like it's good enough for me.
No, you're right. We're on the Suez Canal, right?
Yeah. But follow us on those. Use our code HTS on SeatGeek for $20 off your first purchase. And shout out to Drew Siferd Racing. And thank you guys for watching and listening. And we will see you later.
And send your good lucks to Clayton.
Yes. Peace.